You wouldn't expect the Duggar house to ever be quiet. But when Jinger Duggar Vuolo stepped inside her family's Arkansas home recently, it felt eerily peaceful. And that was just the beginning of what she described as a wild experience. Because for someone who grew up in a house full of 19 children, walking into a space that once burst with chaos, and now feels nearly serene, isn't just surreal, it's emotional. And Jinger didn't hold back when opening up about the visit. In a recent YouTube vlog and media interviews, Jinger gave fans a rare glimpse into what it's like returning to the Duggar household years after stepping away from that world. She and her husband Jeremy Vuolo, along with their 3 young kids, including 3-month-old Finley, flew from California to Arkansas on a last-minute trip. And what they found there was nothing like the home Jinger remembered. Let's break it all down. And hey, if you love keeping up with real, raw moments from celebrities and public figures, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more in-depth updates like this. So, what exactly did Jinger find so wild? It wasn't just the cleaner-than-expected living room. It wasn't just the absence of screaming toddlers running through the halls. It was the strange realization that time had moved on, without her. Jinger admitted the most jarring thing was realizing how grown up her younger siblings and nieces and nephews had become. As she said herself, you kind of forget how much people grow when you're not seeing them all the time. The youngest Duggar sibling, Josie, is now 15. And the rest? Teenagers, young adults, some even raising families of their own. This was the same house where the Duggar kids once filmed Counting On, where endless birthday parties, buddy teams, and homeschool mornings filled every square inch. But now? Jinger described the home as having a completely different vibe. Fewer kids, less noise, more calm. And while that might sound nice to some, it left Jinger with a strange, bittersweet feeling. She said she felt overwhelmed, not just by how different everything looked, but by the emotional pressure of trying to reconnect with everyone in such a short span of time. When your family is that big, it's nearly impossible to give each person meaningful time. But that didn't stop her from trying. We tried to pack in as much family time as we could, she shared. But it's wild, there are so many of them. And now, with all the cousins and new little ones, it's even more chaotic trying to visit everyone. Still, Jinger emphasized how special the trip was. Being able to introduce her youngest son Finley to the extended family, watching her daughters play with their cousins, and sitting down for meals in the same kitchen where she once did schoolwork, it brought back waves of nostalgia and gratitude. But there was also tension beneath the surface. As many fans know, Jinger has distanced herself in recent years from her upbringing in the Institute in Basic Life Principles, a religious organization tied to the Duggars' way of life. In her memoir Becoming Free Indeed, Jinger detailed how she slowly untangled herself from the fear-based teachings she was raised under. So going back to the epicenter of that upbringing, now as a wife, a mother, and a woman with very different beliefs, added another layer of emotional weight. She didn't go into detail about any disagreements or awkward moments during the visit, but fans speculated that her return may not have been without its complications. Still, Jinger made it clear, her love for her family remains strong, even if their paths have diverged. She spoke tenderly about the joy of watching her daughters bond with their cousins, and seeing her parents, Jim, Bob, and Michelle, dote on the grandkids. As she put it, it's these little moments that make the crazy travel worth it. And while she was open about how strange and emotionally overwhelming the trip was, she also seemed deeply moved by how much everyone had grown, how her family had evolved. What's next for Jinger? She and Jeremy are now back in Los Angeles, raising their 3 kids far from the world of reality TV. They continue to share glimpses of their life through vlogs and social media, but they've drawn a clear boundary between the public and private. Still, fans remain invested, especially when Jinger offers candid reflections like these. Her visit back to Arkansas wasn't just about seeing family, it was about facing her past, embracing her growth, and finding peace in the weird, wonderful in-between of where she came from and where she is now. So, what do you think? Would you ever want to revisit your childhood home after years of change? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget, tap that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any celebrity updates, family moments, or behind-the-scenes stories like this one. Until next time, stay curious, and keep watching.